Last year, my school had a fun fair. It was our very first fun fair. We held the fun fair to raise funds because we had to renovate our school building. We were told about the fun fair at the beginning of the year. The fun fair was scheduled to be held in June. We were all very excited. The upper primary classes were put in charge of running the game stalls, while the parents of the lower primary pupils kindly agreed to run the food stalls. Our form teacher, Mrs. We divided us into groups to brainstorm for ideas. We started planning in earnest in March. We had already come up with an idea for a game by end February. It was a rather messy but fun idea. We decided to have a pie throwing stall. Some of our class boys had even volunteered to be the targets. The pies would be made of flour and whipped cream. Mrs. We did not like our idea at first because she said we were wasting food. However, we persuaded her to agree. 2 weeks before the fun fair, the entire school was busy preparing for the biggest event of the year. We were all busy planning what to buy and who was to take charge of what. Every class was busy and all our teachers were so busy to the point of exhaustion. The day before the big day, workmen came to put up the tents in the school field for all our stalls. Some classes were in charge of decorating the tents. By the end of the day, everything was more or less prepared for the big day. The day of the fun fair dawned bright and clear. We were all very happy because it was perfect weather for a fun fair. It was a wonderfully gay atmosphere as there was music being played and all the tents looked colorfully fun. OU pie throwing game was a roaring success. Everyone wanted to throw pies. The targets, who were some boys from OU Plus, got really messy and everyone had a good laugh because they really looked hilarious. They themselves were enjoying the mess too. There were other exciting game stalls too. My favorite was the water splashing one where you have to hit someone and try to make the person fall into a pool of water. That particular class actually got a huge, inflated rubber tub to contain the water. There was also a specially set up mini video arcade, where you can play shooting games and racing car games. Besides the games, there were all kinds of delicious food available. At the end of the fun-filled day, our principal conducted a short closing ceremony where she thanked all of us for our efforts. Then, she released about 100 yellow and blue balloons into the air. The colors are our school colors and all of us cheered loudly when we saw the balloons rising into the bright blue sky. Some of the younger pupils even tried to catch some balloons. Then, my classmates decided to have more fun by throwing the leftover pies from our stall at one another. Mrs. We tried frantically to stop us by warning us that we had to clean up. We promised her that we would clean up. It was a really long but fun-filled day. Most of us stayed back till almost 10 o'clock in the night to do the cleaning up. Some of our parents also stayed to help out. Although we were very tired, we were very happy. We were even happier the next week, when we heard that the proceeds from the fun fair was more than what we needed for our school renovation. We were glad that we had helped our school.